So, like I promised, this was a short inaugural session. So, we now invite Dr. Ramana Reddy, Additional Chief Secretary, IT, BT, Science and Technology, and Ministry of Commerce, to give us the government perspective of Karnataka. And Karnataka is the leading government in terms of ICT and its integration into the economy. So, over to you, Doctor, and looking forward to your words.
Professor Andreas Pinkwart, Honorable Minister of Economic Affairs, Innovation, Digitalization and Energy of the State of North Rhine-Westphalia, Mr. Friedrich, Deputy Consul General of the Federal Republic of Germany, Shri Anjum Parvez, MD, Bangalore Metro, Mr. Jose Jacob, Ms. Ambika, and ladies and gentlemen. Our Honorable Minister from NRW has mentioned about the relationships with Karnataka and NRW. Actually, my experience is 20 years back, I was also in the same department. At that time, we normally used to have cooperation between the country-to-country cooperations. So, state-to-state cooperation was not really heard of. The first state which had relationship with us was Bavaria from Germany. So, in fact, till that time, we didn't have state-to-state relationships. In the IT and biotechnology department, we had, and they participated in our annual event. And from then onwards, Bavaria and other states, and now we have some Australian states also with Victoria and other states also, we have some relationship. So, what I am trying to say is state-to-state relationship started even 20 years back with Germany. And if there is one subject that has gained a lot of focus in the past few years, it is sustainability. And any sector, if you take after the pandemic, there are four things we say. One is we always talk about resilience. After the pandemic, how resilient is that state, that sector, or that country. Then nowadays we keep talking about innovation. Innovation has become a buzzword these days. Everybody says how many startups and what is the startup ecosystem. And Bangalore is the only city which is ranked number 10 in the world global rankings of startup ecosystem. And Bangalore is the only city from this India. And next we talk about equity. And finally sustainability. These are the four things, whichever sector or whichever state or whichever field you take, nowadays we talk about all these four sectors. And as all you know, what is sustainable development? The development which will make use of the resources, but leave something for the future also. Not that we will exhaust everything and finish off. That is not sustainable development. That is development. But sustainable development is we make use of the resources, but at the same time, the future generations are also taken care. When you talk about technology, technology can be hardware, software, and any knowledge which will enable us to make anything sustainable. In fact, when we come to today's topic of cities becoming sustainable, I feel in that framework, 3-4 things should be kept in mind. One is the livability of the city, whether it is clean, healthy, living without pollution, congestion, and work-life balance. Then second thing I feel is workability. Providing an enabling infrastructure, it can be sustainable energy, sustainable mobility. All these things will come into the picture when we speak of sustainability of that city or town. And inclusivity. As I said, equity, these days we can't ignore equity, so inclusivity. And ultimately, sustainability is the thing whenever we talk of even cities or even the sectors or even the states. So, as you all know, COVID-19 crisis has, even now after 2 years, when I started wearing the mask, I never thought 2 years down the lane still I will be wearing the mask. Even now our technical committee from the state is advising us to wear it till December 2022. I don't know why. So, I don't want to bore with you with other things, but I just wanted to tell you what Karnataka state has been doing for this sustainability. I look after industries and commerce in Karnataka and also electronics, IT, BT and SNT, Government of Karnataka department. What we do is time to time we throw away grand challenges to find solutions to the sustainable development goals. Till now we have had grand challenges in the sectors like urban development, urban mobility, healthcare, food security, clean environment and education. And we have conducted 6 grand challenges till now with the Bangalore Water Supply and Sewerage Board, Agriculture Department, Health, Bangalore Metropolitan Transport Corporation. I think Anjum was heading both of them, BMTC and BWSSB, waste water management, water conservation, traffic congestion, etc. And another thing which we are concentrating these days is, under the Sustainable Development Goals, is that everything we are IT capital, we are biotech capital, everything whatever we say, 90% of that is centered around Bangalore. So last 1 year when we revised our policies, we have said no more targeting Bangalore. So for the Karnataka state to become sustainable and become equitable, we have to go to the other cities. For the last 1 year, what we are doing is we went on targeting Mysore, Hubli, Dharwad, Mangalore, Belgaum, Gulbarga. So this has become our focus. If anybody comes to set up any industry, Bangalore, Karnataka is divided into 3 zones for the incentives. Bangalore in the zone 3, where virtually we give nowadays nil incentives. But if he goes to zone 1 or zone 2, zone 1 lot of incentives are there. That is mostly North Karnataka and Chamarajanagar side. But zone 2 also we give sizable incentives. What I am trying to say is that we want industries to go beyond Bangalore. That is our focus mainly now. Thirdly, I wanted to mention there is an organization called Unleash in Denmark. What they do is they do grand challenge. What we do is at a minimum scale, but they do grand challenge at a much, much bigger scale. They had Unleash, I think, in Copenhagen, Singapore and Shanghai. After that, 2020 and 2021, they couldn't have this event because of the pandemic. 21, we had discussions with them, but finally it didn't happen. Now it is almost finalized that we will have this Unleash event in November end, sometime November end and early December in Infosys campus in Mysore. So Unleash, what they do is, they bring about more than 1,000 participants from all over the world. It is like a very big scale hackathon or very, very big scale grand challenge where they will try to find solutions to help reach the sustainable development goals. Another thing I wanted to mention from the state of Karnataka is that we hold one event called Bengaluru Tech Summit. So Bengaluru Tech Summit will be in the 25th year this year. 98 we started it as an IT event, then 2001 we started it as biotech event, then we clubbed both and said Bangalore Tech Summit. In Bangalore Tech Summit also we have what is called as Global Innovation Alliance, in which we have partnership with 20 countries. We have direct partnership where we cooperation between the government to government, business to business, startups to startups, academic institutions to academic institutions. So last 3-4 years, again the focus there is sustainability. And each country, we have a separate stream for Global Innovation Alliance stream, where each country is curating their own sessions on sustainability. So BTS has also become a very good platform where all over the world, we last year had, I think, about 20 countries participating in this event. Every year it is held in November. So their also ultimate goal is that each country will have their own session on ultimately again sustainable development goals. So ultimately what I am trying to say is these days only these 4: resilience, sustainability, equity and innovation. So we are also working towards that from Government of Karnataka. And I would like to conclude by saying that tech companies, not only government, tech companies, government, industry, civil society and researchers must be involved in unlocking the potential of these technologies for the sustainable development goals. And we need to spend more time, money and expertise on this agenda in the years to come. We are doing it. Actually, it is our focus for all governments and all. In fact, you know what are the targets for India in 2030, 2070. I don't want to bore with you with the statistics. But ultimately, whether it is a country or state, our ultimate target is for achieving the sustainable development goals. So thank you for inviting me to this event, and I hope you will have a fruitful deliberations. Thank you.